Sequestration is a big word and an even bigger issue in the Virginia race for the Senate. All new at 6, military reporter Art Kahn spoke with both former governors Tim Kaine and George Allen about how to prevent defense spending cuts. Art?
Good evening, Tom. As you know, we've heard a lot of rhetoric from both sides of the aisle about sequestration. But with the election just 2 weeks away, Virginia Senate candidates know the voters want to hear the best plan to avoid a process that would not only jeopardize national defense, but also severely cripple the Hampton Roads economy.
Worthy successor. I'm not a veteran. I definitely wasn't Secretary of the Navy. I would remember if I was Secretary of the Navy.
But the man sitting next to him at the table, Senator Jim Webb, was. Both men in Norfolk this morning to meet with local veterans, defense sequestration being the centerpiece of this roundtable discussion.
And to me, it's a microcosm of the bigger issue, which is how are we going to deal with very realistic, challenging budget issues we have.
Governor Kaine has a 3-point plan for reducing the budget by the January 13th deadline in order to prevent across-the-board cuts to defense spending, beginning with the Bush-era tax cuts.
The Dems say let the tax cuts expire over 250. The R's say make them all permanent.
Governor Kaine's plan would allow the tax cuts to expire for anyone making $500,000 a year or more.
There's nothing theological about the number. It's a compromise.
His Republican challenger, former Senator George Allen, says Governor Kaine is only compromising the nation's economic future.
The vast majority of those folks who would be having those higher taxes are small business owners, and that's the last thing we need on job creators.
My opponent, all he has said is that we will avoid sequestration if we can repeal the Affordable Care Act.
Kaine says that would only increase the budget deficit, while Allen says the Affordable Health Care Act is the multiplier, making government larger and quality health care more expensive.
Increasing the size and reach of the government, and indeed they've added trillions of dollars in taxes on everything from wheelchairs to insurance policies and a variety of other things.
Democratic Senator Jim Webb says the biggest stumbling block for compromise in Congress won't be removed until November 6th.
There are a lot of people who have been betting on the results of the coming election in the next 2 weeks and have been holding back in terms of really trying to solve problems.
You know, Senator Webb told me he believes that they will find a compromise to the budget in time to head off sequestration. Now, interesting to note that while Tim Kaine was meeting with veterans in Norfolk, George Allen was listening to veterans in Fairfax City today, demonstrating just how important sequestration and veterans issues are in the Virginia Senate race. Art Kahn, 10 on your side.